As I remember, Adam, it was upon this fashion bequeathed me by will, but for 1,000 crowns, and as thou sayest, charge my brother on his blessings to breed me well. And there begins my sadness. My brother Jaques, he keeps at school, and report speaks goldenly of his profits. For my part, he keeps me rustically at home. Recall you that keeping for a gentleman of my birth, that defers not from the stalling of an ox. His horses are bred better, for besides that, they are fair with their feedings, they are taught their manage, and to that end, riders dearly hired. But I, his brother, gains nothing under him but growth. For the which of his animals on his dunghill are as much bound to him as I. Besides this, nothing he so plentifully gives me. There's something that nature gave me his countenance seems to take from me. He lets me feed with his hinds, offers me the place of a brother, and as much as in him lies, mine's my gentility with my education. This is it, Adam, that grieves me, and the spirits of my father, which I think is within me, begins to mutiny against this servitude. I will no longer endure it, though yet I know no wise remedy how to avoid it.
Yonder comes my master, your brother.
Go apart, Adam, and thou shalt hear how he will shake me up.
Now, sir, what make you here?
Nothing. I am not taught to make anything.
What mar you then, sir?
I am helping you to mar that which God made, a poor, unworthy brother of yours, with idleness.
Be better employed.
Shall I keep your hogs and eat husk with them?
Know you where you are, sir?
Oh, sir, very well. Here in your orchard.
And before whom, sir?
I know you are my eldest brother, and the firstborn. But the same tradition takes not away my blood. Were there 20 brothers betwixt us, I have as much as of my father in me as you.
Yes.
What, boy? Did thou lay hands on me, villain?
Masters! For your father's remembrance,
I
be
am
at
no
accord!
villain.
Be at accord!
I am no villain. I am the youngest son of Sir Rolling the Boys. He was my father, and he is twice the villain as says such a father begots villains. Wert thou not my brother, I would not take this hand from thy throat, till this other had poured out thy tongue for saying so.
Let me go, I say!
I will not, so you hear me. My father charged you in his will to give me good education. You have trained me like a peasant, hiding from me all gentleman-like qualities. The spirit of my father grows strong in me, and therefore,
Stop me, young
allow
master!
me such exercises as may become a gentleman, or give me the poor lottery my father left me by testament. With that, I will go buy my fortune.
What wilt thou do? Beg when that is spent? Well, sir, get you in. I will not long be troubled with you. I pray you leave me. And get you with him, you old dog.
So, dog, my reward? Most true, for I have lost my teeth in your service. God be with my old master. He would not have spoke such a word. I'm going. Ha! Forget about it.
Is it even so? I will physic your rancours. Is not Charles the Duke's wrestler here to speak with me? 'Twill be a good way. And tomorrow the wrestling is.
since the old Duke is banished by his younger brother, the new Duke, and 3 or 4 loving lords had put themselves into voluntarily exile with him.
Can you tell if Rosalind the Duke's daughter be banished with her father?
Oh no! For the Duke's daughter, her cousin so loves her, being ever from their cradle bred together, that she would follow her exile or her die to stay behind her. She is at the court.
Where will the old Duke live?
They said he's already in the forest of Arden, and his merry men with him. There, they live like the old Robin Hood of England, and fleet the time courteously, as they did in the Golden War.
What? You wrestle tomorrow before the new Duke?
Do I? I came to acquaint you with the matter. I am given, sir, secretly to understand that your younger brother Orlando had put a disposition to come against me, to try against the foe. Tomorrow, I wrestle for my honor. And he that escapes me without some broken shall acquit him well. Your brother is but young and tender. In my love to you, I came here to acquaint you with all.
Charles, I thank thee for thy love to me, but he is resolute. I shall tell thee, Charles, it is the stubbornest young fellow, full of ambition, an envious emulator of every man's good part, a secret and villainous contriver against me, his natural brother. Therefore, use thy discretion.
Yeah.
I had liefest thou didst break his neck as his finger. For, I assure you, and almost with tears I speak it, there is not one so young and so villainous this day living.
I am heartily glad that I came hither to you. If he come tomorrow, I give him his payment, or I never wrestle for prize more.
Farewell, good Charles.
An end of him. For my soul, yet I know not why, hates nothing more than he. Yet he's gentle, never schooled and yet learned, of all sorts beloved, and indeed so much in the heart of this world and my people that I am altogether misprized. But it shall not be so long. This wrestler shall clear all.
Unless you can teach me to forget a banished father, you must not learn me to remember any extraordinary pleasure.
Herein I see thou lovest me not with the full weight that I love thee. If my uncle, thy banished father, banished thy uncle, the Duke, my father, so that I had been still with thee, I could have taught my love to take thy father for mine.
Well, I will forget the condition of my estate and rejoice in yours.
You know my father hath no child but I, and truly when he dies, thou shalt be his heir. For what he hath taken from thy father, perforce I will render thee again in affection. By my honor I will. And when I break that oath, let me turn monster. Sweet rose, dear rose, be baby.
Oh, from henceforth I will, and devise sports. Let me see, what think you of falling in love?
Oh, do make sport with all, but yet love no man in good earnest.
What shall be our sport then?
Don't know. Oh, have that fortune brought in these fools? Oh no, it's whither wander you?
Mistress, you must come away to your father.
Yep, you must come away to your father.
Were you made the messenger?
No,
But by my honor.
but we were bid to come for you.
Where learned you that oath, fools?
By my honor.
Of a certain knight that swore.
By his honor.
They were good pancakes, and swore.
By his honor.
The mustard was not. Now I'll stand to it. The pancakes are not.
And the mustard was good.
Yet was not this knight forsworn.
And how prove you this with your great heap of knowledge?
Aye, unmuzzle your wisdom.
Stand ye both forth now,
Stroke your chin.
and swear by your beards
That I'm a knave.
By our beards, if we had them, thou art.
by my knavery.
If we had it.
Then we were.
But if you swear by that, that is not.
You were not forsworn,
No more is this knight swearing by his honor.
for he never had any.
Or if he had.
He had sworn it all away before he ever saw those pancakes.
Or that mustard.
And who is it that thou meanest?
One that old Frederick
Your father.
loves.
Oh, my father's love is enough to honor him, enough. Say no more about him, you'll be whipped one of these days.
No more pity fools may not speak wisely, but wise men do foolishly.
Yep, the more pity, the more pity.
Oh, look there! Here comes Monsieur Lebeau.
Ooh, with his mouth full of news.
Bonjour, Monsieur Lebeau. What's the news?
Fair princess, you've lost much good sport.
Heart? Of what color?
What color, madame? How shall I answer you?
As wit and fortune will.
Or as to destiny's decree.
Well said, you laid that off with the trowel.
Nay, if I not keep my ring.
Thou losest thy old smell.
You amaze me, ladies. I would have told you of good wrestling, but you have lost sight of.
Oh, yet tell us the manner of the wrestling.
I will tell you of the beginning, and if it pleases your ladyship, you may see the end, for the best is yet to do. For here, where you are, they are coming to perform it. Now, there was an old man and his 3 sons. The eldest of the 3 wrestled with Charles, the Duke's wrestler. Yeah. And which Charles, in a moment, he threw and broke 3 ribs. That there's little hope of life in him. And so, he served the second and the third. All 3 more!
Alas.
But what is the sport, monsieur, that the ladies have lost?
Yeah, what is the sports?
Why, this that I speak of.
This is the first time that I heard breaking of ribs is a sport for ladies.
Shall we see this wrestling, cousin?
You must, if you stay here. For here's the place appointed for wrestling, and they are ready to perform.
Yonder, sure. Here they come, let us stay and see.
Since the youth will not be entreated, his own peril on his forwardness.
Is yonder the gentleman?
Aye, how now, daughter and cousin?
Lass, he's too young.
Are you crept hither to see the wrestling?
Aye, my liege, so please you give us leave.
You will take little delight in it, I can tell you.
In pity of the challenge of his youth, I would dissuade him.
Monsieur le Beau, call him hither.
Do so. I'll not be bothered.
Monsieur the challenger, the princess's calls for you.
I attend them all with respect and duty.
Young man, have you challenged Charles the wrestler?
No, fair princess. He is the general challenger. I come but in, as others do, to try with him the strength of my youth.
And look, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the floor. We have a magic expedition for you. We have from parts unknown, and we will keep it that way. The Mind Mask Mind! And the Kareem of the crop, the one and only, the champion, Let the exhibition begin! Who is this guy? Little Iron Mask.
You're nothing. That's all you got, boy. I'll show you something that you ain't gonna like. Yeah. Get out, boy. Show me what you got. Come on, boy. This is what you got.
Yes, sir!
Take it down, Joe.
Give it to him, Charles! Let the people know! Come on! Get up! This is fun! Again, Charles! Again, Charles!
Don't get out, Mama. I'm getting trodden on.
Trying to get away, Charles. Stomp him out, Charles. Stomp him out.
Get out.
Watch out, Charles. Finish him, Charles. Finish him.
Get out, boy.
Finish him, Charles. Yes, Charles.
The champion.
Young gentlemen, you have seen no proof of this man's strength. We pray you to, for your own safety, to give over this attempt.
Do, young gentlemen. Your reputation shall not therefore be misprized. We will make it our suit to the Duke that the wrestling may not go forward.
I confess me much guilty to deny so fair and excellent ladies anything. But let your fair eyes and gentle wishes go with me to my trial. Wherein if I be foiled, there is but one shame that was never gracious. If killed, but one dead that was willing to be so. I shall do my friends no wrong, for I have none to lament me. The world no injury, for in it I have nothing. Only in the world I fill up a place, which may be better supplied when I have made it empty.
What little strength I have, I wouldn't go with you.
Your heart's desire be with you.
Come! Where is that young man who so desirous to lie with his mother?
Ready, sir.
Do so. You shall try but one fall.
No, I warrant your grace. You shall not imprint him from a second that had madly persuaded him to a first.
If you mean to mock me after, you should not have mocked me before, but come your ways.
Wow! What do we have here at the Bold Storm? We have a challenger who puts the O in. Oh my God, you have a challenger for ya. The one and only, the new one, Orlando! And once again, the champion of the world faces the newcomer, Joe! And let the WrestleMania begin!
I am not mocking you. I will smock you. Let me do you like that, Joe. Get your strong, huh? Let me show you what you got. Get him, Charles.
Charles, what is wrong with you?
Slip, boy.
This is more like it, Charles. Yes. This is what I want. Yes.
What? Mr. Get up!
If that's all you got, you look like a garden gnome in my grandmother's backyard. Now you going back to Ireland, you leprechaun.
Excuse me. I'm not from the island. I'm from the island.
Get up!
Get up.
Get up!
Get up, Charles.
You just got lucky, boy. Gonna show you something.
Get him, Charles. Get him. Charles. Charles. Get up, Charles. Get up, Charles. What is wrong with you, Charles? Charles. No more. No more.
I beseech you, please. I am not yet small free.
How goes thou, Charles?
Can I speak, my lord?
Wear him away. What is thy name, young man?
Orlando, my liege. The youngest son of Sir Roland de Bois.
Ah, Sir Roland de Bois. I would thou had been son to some man else. The world esteemed thy father honorable, but I did find him still mine enemy. Thou shouldst have better pleased me with this deed, hadst thou descended from another house. But fare thee well. Where is his belly? Thou art a gallant youth. I would thou had told me of another father.
I, my father, cause I do this.
I am more proud to be Sir Roland's son, his youngest son, and will not change that calling to be adopted heir to Frederick.
My father loved Sir Roland as his soul, and all the world was of my father's mind.
Let us go thank him and encourage him. My father's rough and envious disposition does stick me at my heart. Good sir, you have well deserved. If you do look toward this in love, as you have exceeded all promises earlier, then your mistress shall be happy.
Gentlemen, wear this for me. One out of suits with fortune that could give more, but that her hand lacks means. Will you go, cuz?
Fare you well, fellow judgment.
Can I not say I thank you? My better parts are all thrown down, and that which here stands up is but a mere lifeless block.
He calls us that. I'll ask him what he would. My pride fell with my fortunes. Did you call, sir? Sir, you have wrestled well and overthrown more than your enemies.
Will you go, cuz?
I'm with you. Fare you well.
What passions hang these weights upon my tongue? I cannot speak to her. Oh, poor Orlando, thou art overthrown. Or Charles, or something weaker masters thee.
Sir, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place.
Albeit you deserve high commendations. True applause. True love. Yet, such is the condition of the Duke. He misconstrued all that you've done.
I thank you and pray you. Tell me this. Which of the two, daughter of the Duke, that's here was at the wrestling?
Neither is his daughter, if we judge by manners.
Yet indeed,
The taller is his daughter. And the other is the daughter to the banished Duke. Yes. Here detained by her usurping uncle to keep his daughter company.
but I can tell you that of late,
He has taken this measure against his gentle niece. And their love is more dear than the loves of natural bonds of sisters. His displeasure is grounded upon no other argument but that the people praise her for her virtues and pity her for her father. Her good father sake. Sir, fare you well.
Thus must I, from smoke into the smother, from tyrant's duke unto a tyrant's brother. But heavenly Rosalind,
Why, Rosalind, Cupid have mercy, not a word?
Oh, not one to throw at a dog.
Oh, my words are too precious to cast away upon curs. Throw some of them at me. Come, lade me with reason.
Then there were two cousins laid up, when the one should be lamed with reasons, and the other mad without any.
Why, is all of this for your father?
No, some of it is for my child's father.
Come, wrestle with thy emotions, thy affections.
Oh, they take the part of a better wrestler than myself.
Therefore, let us speak in good earnest. Is it possible that thou dost love so deeply that Sir Roland's youngest son, and such a sudden?
Well, my father loved his father dearly.
Therefore doth it ensue that you should love his son so dearly? If this be the case, then I should hate him, for my father doth hate his father dearly. Yet I hate not Orlando.
No, Faith, hate him not.
Why should I not? Thee not deserve it.
Let me love him for that. And do you love him? Because I do. Look, here comes the Duke.
Oh, father, with anger in that eye.
Mistress, dispatch you with your safest haste and get you from our court.
Me, uncle.
You, cousin. within these 10 days. If that thou beest found so near our public courts as 20 miles, thou diest for it.
Let me beseech your honor, let me the knowledge of my fault bear with me. Never so much as in a thought unborn did I offend your highness.
Thus do all traitors. There is innocence as grace itself. Let it suffice thee that I trust thee not.
Yet your mistrust cannot make me a traitor.
Thou art thy father's daughter. There's enough.
Treason is not inherited, my lord. And if we did derive it from our friends, what's that to me? My father was no traitor.
Dear sovereign, hear me speak.
Aye, Celia, we stayed her for your sake. Else had she with her father ranged along.
If she be a traitor, why then so am I. For we have slept together, rose at an instant, ate, played, learned together. Wheresoever we went coupled and inseparable.
She is too subtle for thee, and her smoothness, her very silence and her patience, it speaks to the people, and they pity her. Thou art a fool. She robs thee of thy name, and thou wilt show more bright and seem more virtuous when she is gone. Yet open not thy lips. Firm and irrevocable is my doom. She is banished.
Pronounce that sentence then on me, my liege. I cannot live out of her company.
You are a fool. You needs provide yourself. If you outstay the time, upon mine honor and in the greatness of my word, you die.
Poor Rosalind, be not more grieved than I am.
I have more cause.
Thou hast not. I pray thee, be cheerful. Knowest thou not the Duke hath banished me, his daughter?
That he hath not.
Shall we be sundered? Shall we part, sweet girl? No, let my father seek another heir. Therefore devise with me how we may fly, whither to go, what to bear. For by this heaven at our sorrow's pale, say what thou canst, and I will go along with thee.
Why, whither shall we go?
To seek my uncle at the forest of Arden.
Alas, what danger will it be to us maids as we are to travel forth so far? Beauty provoketh thieves sooner than gold.
I will put myself in poor and mean attire, and with a kind of umber smirch my face, the like do you, and we will pass along and never stir assailants.
Were it not better that I did suit me all points like a man? Lie there, what hidden woman's fear there will have a swashing and a martial exterior, as many other mannish cowards do that have outfaced it with their semblance.
What shall we call thee without a man?
Look, you call me Ganymede.
Ganymede.
But what shall you be called?
No longer Celia, but Aliena.
Aliena. But what if we essayed to steal the clownish fools from your father's court? Would they not be of comfort to us in our travels?
They will go along the wide world with me. Leave me alone to woo them. Let's away to get our jewels and wealth together. Now go we in content to liberty, and not to banishment.
Now, my co-mates and brothers in exile, have not old custom made this life more sweet than that of painted Paul? Are not these woods more free from peril than that of the envious court? Here pay we but the penalty of that. The season's difference, as the icy fang and churlish chiding of the winter's wind, which when it bites and blows upon my body, even till I shrink with cold, I smile and say, sweet are the uses of adversity. Sweet are the uses of adversity.
We pledge our love and loyalty. Right here we live in harmony. Nothing to hold us back. We're free. With brotherhood and loyalty. Sweet are the uses of adversity. Sweet are the uses of adversity. Sweet are the uses of adversity. With brotherhood and loyalty. With brotherhood and loyalty. Happy is your grace.
No, Amy. This, our life exempt from public haunt, finds tongues in trees, books in running brooks, sermons in stone, and good in everything. I would not change it. Sweet are the uses of adversity.
Happy is your grace that can translate stubbornness, fortune into so quiet and so sweet. Style.
Sweet are the uses of adversity.
Can it be possible that no man saw them?
I can hear of none that did your dookiness.
My lord, the ladies, her attendants of her chamber, saw her bed, and in the morning early, they found the bed untreasured of their mistress.
Lord, those two irksome clowns at whom so often your grace was wont to laugh are also missing.
Yeah.
What say you?
The princess's gentlewoman secretly overheard with me your daughter and her cousin commend the parts and graces of the young wrestler that did of late foil the sign Charles. And she believes, as I, that wherever they are gone, the youth is surely in their company.
Send to his brother Oliver. Fetch that gallant hither. If he be absent, bring his brother to me. I'll make him find him. Do this suddenly. You with me.
'Tis Adam thy servant. What young master, oh my gentle master, oh my sweet master. Why, what make you here? And wherefore are you gentle, strong, and valiant? Know ye not, master, some kind of men, their graces serve them but as enemies, no more to yours. Your virtues, gentle master, are sanctified and holy traitors to you. Oh, what a world is this!
Why? What's the matter?
Oh, unhappy youth, come not within these doors, within this roof, for the enemy of all your graces lives, your brother. No, no brother, yet the son, yet I will not call him son. Of him whom I was about to call his father, hath heard your praises, and this night he means to burn the lodging wherein you used to lie, and you within it. This house is but a butchery. Abhor it, fear it, do not enter it.
Why, whither, Adam? Wouldst thou have me go?
No matter whether, so you come not here.
What? Wouldst thou have me go and beg my food? Or wouldst a base and boisterous sword enforce a thievish living on the common road? This I must do, or know not what to do. Yet this I will not do. Do how I can.
But do not so, master. For I have 500 golden crowns, the thrifty hire I saved under your father to serve me when these old limbs should lie later. Take that, and he that doeth the ravens feed, yea, providently caters for the sparrow.
Oh, good old man. We'll go along together.
Here is the gold. All this I did. Yet let me be thy servant.
Oh, good old man. We'll go along together. And here we have thy youthful wages spent. We'll light upon some settled low contents.
Master, go on, and I will follow thee to my last gasp with truth and loyalty. For 17 years, almost 80 here lived I, but now live here no more. At 17 years, many their fortunes seek, but at 80 it is too late a week. Yet fortune could not recompense me better than to die well and not my master's debtor.
Oh, Jupiter, how weary are my spirits.
We care not for our spirits from lending our
Well, this is the forest of Arden. I mean, I could find in my heart to disgrace my man's apparel and weep like a woman. But I must comfort the weaker vessel. Therefore, courage, good Aliena.
I pray you, bear with me. I cannot go no further.
For my part, I'd rather bear with you than bear you.
Yeah, you really are hard to bear.
Well, this is the forest of Arden.
Aye, now we're in Arden.
The more fool we, when we were at home, we were in a better place.
But travelers must be content.
I be so good, touch and stone. Look, you who comes here, a young man and an old and solemn talk. That
this a way to make her scorn you still?
Oh, Corn, that thou knewest how I do love her.
Oh, I could partly guess, for I have loved her now.
No. Corn, being old, thou canst not guess. Though in thy youth, thou was as true a lover as ever sat upon a midnight pillow. But thy love were ever likened to mine, as sure I think never could have been loved so. How many acts, most ridiculous, has thou been drawn to by thy fancy?
Into 1,000 that I have forgotten.
Oh, thou didst never love so heartily. If thou canst not remember the slightest folly that love ever did make thee run into, thou hast not loved. Or, if thou hast not sat as I do now, wearing thy hero and thy mistress praise, thou hast not loved. Or, if thou canst not break from company abruptly as my passion now makes me, thou hast not loved. Oh, Phoebe! Phoebe!
Alas, poor shepherd, searching of thy wound, I have by hard adventure found mine own.
And I mind. Now remember when I broke my sword upon a stone and bid him take that for coming tonight to Jane's smile.
And I remember how you kissed the cow's dogs that are pretty tap hands and milk.
And the wooing of a peace god instead of her, we that are true lovers run into strange capers.
But all that is mortal in nature is so in nature love is mortal in folly.
Oh, thou speakest wiser than thou art ware of.
Nay, I shall never be wearing mine own wit till I break my shins against it. Ow!
Oh, Jove, this shepherd's passion is much upon my fashion.
And mine?
But it grows something stale with me.
I pray you, one of you, go yonder and ask him, oh man, if he for gold has any food, I faint almost to death.
Hollow, you clown!
Peace and wolf, nothing.
Who calls?
You're better, sir.
Else you are very wretched.
Peace, I say. Good even to you, friend.
And to you, gentle sir, and to you all.
I pray you, if that love or gold can in this desert place buy entertainment, bring us where we may rest ourselves and feed. Here's a maid with travel much oppressed who faints for succor.
Fair sir, I pity her and wish for her sake more than for mine own. My fortunes were more able to relieve her, but I am shepherd to another man and do not share the fleeces that I graze. My master is of churlish disposition and little looks to find the way to heaven by doing deeds of hospitality. Besides his coats, his flocks and bowls of feed are for sale. And at our shitcote now, by reason of his absence, there is nothing for you to feed on. But what is, come see, and in my voice, most welcome shall you be.
I pray you, if it stand with honesty, buy thou the cottage, the pasture, and the flock, and thou shalt have to pay for it of us.
We will mend thy wages. I like this place and could willingly waste my time in it.
Surely the thing will be sold. Come with me, and if you find by report you like the soil, the profits, and this way of life, your very faithful feeder will I be, and buy it with your gold right suddenly.
throne. Come hither, 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 come hither. Shall he see enemy? Winter and rough weather. Oh. More, more. I prithee more.
It will make you melancholy, Monsieur James.
I think it. More, I prithee more. I could suck melancholy out of a song as a weasel sucks eggs. More. I prithee.
Voices, actions, I know what kind.
I do not desire you to. I do desire you to sing.
Well, then, sir, the Duke is coming hither. He has been all day to look at you.
And I have been all this day to avoid him. Come, Warble, come. Death and bitch and shun, lust to live in the sun, seeking the food he eats, pleased with what he gets. Come hither, 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 come hither. Shall he see enemy, winter and rough weather? How can you reverse this note that I made yesterday, despite my invention?
Now sing it.
Thus it goes. If it does come to pass that any man turn eyes, leaving his wealth and ease, a stubborn will to please, Duke Dame, Duke Dame, Duke Dame. Here shall he see, grows fools as he, and if he will, come to me.
What's that Duke Dame?
'Tis a Greek invocation to call fools.
Fools?
Fool. I'll go sleep if I can. And if I cannot, I'll rail against all the firstborn of Egypt.
Now go seek the Duke. His banquet is prepared.
Dear master, I go no further. I die for food. Here lie I down and measure out my grave. Farewell, young master.
Why, how now, Adam? Oh, greater hearts indeed! Live a little, comfort a little, cheer thyself a little. If this uncouth forest yield anything savage, I will either be food for it or bring it for food to thee. For my sake, hold death awhile at the arm's end. I will here be with thee quickly. Thou shalt not die for a lack of a dinner.
Food.
But if thou diest before I come, thou art a mock of my labor.
Oh,
I'll be with thee quickly.
okay. I'll wait. I'll die.
Thou shalt not die for a lack of a dinner.
Okay. I'll die.
Surely, good Adam.
I might die.
Must have transformed himself into a beast. For I could nowhere find him like a man.
My lord, he was even now down hence. Here was he married, hearing of us all.
If he grows beautiful, we shall shortly have discord in the spheres. Go seek him out. Tell him I would speak with him.
He saves my labor by his own approach.
sure. What a life is this, that your poor friends must seek your company? What? You look merrily.
Fools! Fools! I meant fools in the forest. Motley fools. A miserable world, as I do live by food. I meant fools who had laid them down and basked him in the sun, and railed Lady Fortune in good terms, in good set terms. Yet motley fools. Good morrow, fools, quoth I. No, sir, quoth thee, call us not fools, till heaven hath sent us fortune. And then they drew a dial out of their poke, and looking on it with lackluster eyes, they say very wisely, it's 10 o'clock. Thus we may see, quoth them, how the world wags. 'Twas but an hour ago was 9 o'clock, and 1 hour more 'twill be 11. And so from oar to oar we write and write, and oar to oar we rot and rot. Thereby hangs a tale. When I did hear these motley fools thus moral on time, my lungs began to crow like a chanted clear, that fools can be so deep contemplative. And I did laugh sans intermission, an hour by their dial. O noble fools, O worthy fools, motley's the only wear.
What fools are these?
Worthy fools, fools that have been courtiers. Oh, that I were a fool. I am ambitious for a motley coat.
Then thou shalt have one.
It is my only suit. I must have liberty, for so fools have. Invest me in my motley, and give me leave to speak my mind, and I will through and through cleanse the foul body of the infected world, if they will patiently receive my medicine.
Forbear and eat no more.
Why? I have eaten none yet.
Forbear, I say, till my affairs are answered.
And you will not be answered with reason. I must die.
What would you have? Your gentleness will force more than your force move us to justice.
I almost died for food, and lets me have it.
Sit you down and feed, and welcome to our table.
Speak you so gently, pardon me, I pray you. I thought that all things in this forest had been savage.
'Tis true we have seen better days, but sit you down in gentleness, and take upon command what help we have.
Then but forbear your food a little while. There's an old man who after me has many a weary steps, limps in pure love, till he be first sufficed, oppressed with two weak evils, age and hunger. I will not touch a bit.
Go seek him out, and we will waste nothing till he return.
I thank ye, and be blessed for your good comforts.
Thou seest, we are not all alone unhappy. This wide and universal theater has far more woeful pageants than the scene wherein we play.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, for his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, and then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school, and then the lover sighing like furnace with the woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow, and then the soldier
full of strange oaths, and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick to quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in fair round belly, with good cape and line, eyes severe, and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful hose well saved, a world too wide. For his shrunk shank and his big manly voice, turning again toward childish trebles, pipes, and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, that ends this strange, eventful history, is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything.
Welcome. Welcome. Set you down in your venerable bird.
Speak to thank you for myself.
And good cousin, music, sing,
Wine.
blow,
Chicken.
blow thy winter
I want the
wind,
chicken.
thou art not so as man's ingratitude, thy tooth be not so keen, thy breath be not so rude. Hey ho, sing hey ho, unto the green holly, when friendship is fading, most loving mere folly. Hey ho, the holly, life is much more jolly.
Hey, that's KFC. Go ahead and steal my food. Get more wine. Good wine. That's right.
Take him by his arm and give him your hand, and let me all your fortunes understand.
Bring the wine! Bring the wine! Somebody stop there!
Not seen him since? Sir, that cannot be. Find out thy brother wheresoever he is. Bring him dead or living within this 12 months, or turn thou no more to seek a living in our territory. Thy lands and all things that thou dost call thine worth siege do we seize into our hands.
Oh, that your highness knew my heart in this. I never loved my brother in my life.
More villain thou. Well, push him out of doors. Do this expediently and turn him going.
I guess I still miss you, although it's me and you. What else I should do when talking's for functional people? You will always be my friend. Maybe this time I will learn to love again. Could you stay a little longer? I could really use the extra time. I don't know why I even care, 'cause 'cause I'm never really there. Now I don't have to be a real nice guy. What a relief. I'll bury me 6 feet, and I don't know what we could have done. Maybe this time I will learn to love again. You always say, someday I'll see your face again. But I know deep down that this could be the end of us. Hang there! Hang there, my verse in witness of my love. Oh, Rosalind, these trees shall be my books, that every eye in which this forest looks shall see thy virtue witnessed everywhere. Run, run, Orlando, hard on every tree. The fair, the chaste, and unexpected, unexpressive, she.
And how like you the shepherd's life, masters touch and stone?
Truly, shepherd, in respect of itself, it is a good life.
But in respect that it is a shepherd life, it is not.
Now, in respect it is solitary, I like it very well.
But in respect that it is private, it is a very foul life.
Now, in respect it is in the fields, it pleases me well.
But in respect that it is not in the court, it is tedious.
As it is a spare life, look you, it fits my humor well.
But as there is no more plenty, it goes much against my stomach.
Hast any philosophy in thee, shepherd?
No more, but that the more one sickens, the worse at ease he is. He that wants money, means, or content is without 3 good friends. The property of rain is to wet, and fire to burn. Good pastures make fat sheep, and a great cause of the night is lack of the sun.
Such one is a natural philosopher.
What's ever in court, shepherd?
No, truly.
Then thou art damned.
Nay, I hope.
Truly, thou art damned like an ill-roasted egg all on one side.
For not being in court, your reason.
Why, if thou was never in court, thou never sawest good manners.
If thou never sawest good manners, thy manners are wicked.
And wickedness is sin.
And sin is damnation. Thou art in a perilous state, shepherds.
Not a whit. For those that are good manners at the court are as ridiculous in the country as the behavior of the country is most mockable at the court. You say you salute not at court, but you kiss your hands? That courtesy would be uncleanly if courtiers were shepherds.
Instance, briefly, come, instance.
Why, we are still handling our ewes, and their fells, you know, are greasy.
God help thee, shallow man.
Sir, I am a true laborer. I earn that I eat, get what I wear. Oh, no man hate, envy no man's happiness. Glad of other man's good, content with my harm. And the greatest of my pride is to see my ewes graze and my lambs suck.
That is another sinful sin in you, shepherd, to bring the ewes and rams together to offer to make your living by the copulation of cattle? Nah, nah, nah.
If thou not be damned for this, the devil himself shall have no shepherd.
Why, here comes young Master Ganymede, my new mistress's brother.
From east to western end, no jewel is like Rosalind. Let no fair be kept in mind, but the fair of Rosalind.
I'll rhyme you so 8 years together.
Dinners and suppers, sleeping hours expected.
For a taste, if a heart do lack a hind,
Let him seek out Rosaline.
if the cat will after kind,
So be sure, Rosaline.
sweet as nut have sour as rind. He that sweet as rose will find
Loves prick and Rosaline.
bad fruit.
Really bad food.
Peace. Here comes my sister reading. Stand aside.
Helen's cheek, but not her heart. Cleopatra's majesty. Adelaida's better part. Sad Lucretia's modesty. Thus Rosalind of many parts by heavenly synods was devised, of many faces, eyes, and hearts, to have the touch as dearest prized. Heaven would that she these gifts should have, and I to live and die her slave.
Oh, what a tedious homily of love.
Ah! Hey, that's friends! Hello! Shepherd, go off, well, come on.
Come, Shepherd, let us make an honorable retreat.
No, back it.
Yeah, to scrippage.
Didst thou hear these verses?
Oh, yes, I heard them all and more, too.
Didst thou hear these verses and not wonder how thy name should be hanged and carved upon the trees?
Oh, I was 7 of the 9 days out of the wonder before you came.
Knowest not who did this?
Is it a man?
With a necklace that you once wore about his neck? Change you color?
I pray you, who?
Is it possible?
Nay, I pray thee with most petitionary vehemence, tell me who it is.
Wonderful, and most wonderful, and then again wonderful. And after that, of all the whooping.
Dost thou think, though I am caparisoned like a man, I have a man's disposition? Tell me who it is at once.
It is young Orlando that did trip the wrestler's heels and her heart both at an instant.
Orlando? Alas the day! What shall I do with my man's apparel? Oh, what said he when thou sawest him? How looked he? Where and went he? What did he say? Did he ask for me? And when shalt thou see him again? Answer me in one word.
Is too great a word for anyone's mouth.
But does he know I am in this forest and in man's clothing? Looks he as freshly as he did the day he wrestled?
I found him like a dropped acorn under a tree.
Oh, it may well be called Jove's tree when it drops forth such fruit.
Give me audience, good madam.
Proceed.
There lay he, stretched along like a wounded knight.
Oh, though be pity to see such a sight, it well becomes the ground.
And he was furnished like a hunter.
Oh, ominous, he comes to slay my heart.
I would sing my song without a burden, for thou would not sing me out of tune.
Do you not know I am a woman? When I think, I must speak.
No.
Sweet, say on.
Soft, comes he not here?
Oh, 'tis he.
I thank you for your company, but as good faith, I had as lief have been myself alone.
And so had I, but yet, for fashion's sake, I thank you too for your society.
God be with you. Let's meet as little as we can.
I do desire we may be better strangers.
Sir, I pray you, mar no more trees with writing love songs on their barks.
I pray you, no more of my verses with reading them ill-favoredly.
Rosalind is your love's name?
Yes, just.
I do not like her name.
There was no thoughts of pleasing you when she was christened. I am wary of you.
By my troth, I was seeking for a fool when I found you.
He is drowned in the brooks. Look but in, and you shall see him.
There, I shall see mine own figure.
Ah!
I'll tarry no longer with you. Farewell, good Signor Love.
I am glad of your departure. Adieu, good Monsieur Melancholy.
I will speak to him like a saucy lackey and play the knave with him. Do you hear, Forester?
Very well. What would you?
I pray you, what is o'clock?
You should ask me what time of day it is. There's no clock in the forest.
then there is no true lover in the forest. Else sighing every minute and groaning every hour would detect the lazy foot of time as well as a clock.
And why not the swift foot of time? Had not that been as proper?
By no means, sir. Time goes in different paces with different persons. I'll tell you who time ambles withal, who time trots withal, who time gallops withal, and who time stands still withal.
Who does he trots withal?
Marry, he trots hard with a young maid between the contract of her marriage and the day it is solemnized. For though the interim be but a 7 night, time's pace be so hard that the span seem a 7 year.
Who ambles time withal?
With a priest that lacks Latin, and a rich man that hath not the gout. For the one sleeps well because he cannot study, and the other lives merrily because he feels no pain. These time ambles withal.
Who does he gallops withal?
With a thief to the gallows. For though he go as soft as foot can fall, he thinks himself too soon there.
Where dwell you, pretty youth?
With the shepherdess, my sister, here in the skirts of the forest, like fringe on a petticoat.
Are you native of this place?
As the coney that you see dwell where she is kindled.
Your accent is something finer than you can learn in so removed a dwelling.
I have been told so of many. But indeed, an old religious uncle of mine taught me to speak, who was in his youth one that knew courtship too well, for he fell in love. I have heard him read many great lectures against it, and I thank God I am not a woman, to be touched with so many giddy offenses as he hath generally taxed their whole sex withal.
Can you remember any of the principal evils that he laid to the charge of women?
Nay, I will not cast away my physic, but on those that are sick. There is a young man that haunts our forest, abuses our young plants with carving Rosalind on their barks, hangs odes upon hawthorns and elegies upon brambles, all forsooth deifying the name of Rosalind. Oh, if I could meet this fancy monger, I would give him some good counsel, for he seems to have the quotidian of love upon him.
I am he that is so love-shake. I pray you, tell me your remedy.
There's none of my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me how to know a man in love.
Well, what were his marks?
A lean cheek, which you have not. A blue eye and sunken, which you have not. An unquestionable spirit, which you have not. A beard neglected, which you have not. But I forgive you for that, for simply your having no beard is your younger brother's revenue. And then your shirt unbuttoned and your shoes untied, and everything about you demonstrating a sort of careless desolation. But you are no such man.
I swear to thee, youth, I would I could make thee believe I love.
Me believe it. You may as soon make her that you love believe it, which I warrant she is apter to do than confess she does. But in good sooth, are you he that hangs the verses on the trees wherein Rosalind is so admired?
I swear to thee, youth, by the white hand of Rosalind, I am that he, that unfortunate he.
But are you so much in love as your rhymes do declare?
Neither rhyme nor reason can express how much.
I tell you, love is a madness and deserves as well a dark house and a whip as madmen do. And the only reason they are not so punished and cured is that the lunacy is so ordinary that the whippers are in love too. But I profess curing it by counsel.
Did you ever cure any soul?
Yes, one, and in this manner. He was to imagine me his love, and I set him about every day to woo me, at which time would I, being but a moonish youth, grieve, be effeminate, changeable, longing and liking, proud, fantastical, apish, full of smiles, full of tears, for every passion something, and for no passion truly anything, would now like him, now now loathe him, now entertain him, then forswear him, now weep for him, then spit at him, that I drave my suitor from a mad humor of love to a living humor of madness, which was to forswear the world and live in a nook, merely monastic, and thus I cured him.
I would not be cured, youth.
I would cure you if you would but call me Rosalind and come to my house every day and woo me.
What's all my heart's good youth? I pray you, tell me where it is.
Go with me to it and I'll show it you. Will you go?
With all my heart.
Oh, you must call me Rosalind. Sister, will you go?
Come on, pace it, Audrey!
That goes, Audrey.
And how, Audrey, am I the man yet? Doth my simple features content you?
Your features, what features?
I am here with thee.
And thy goats.
As the most capricious poet honest Ovid was among the gods.
Oh, knowledge ill-inhabited.
When a man's verses cannot be understood, nor a man's good wit seconded with the forward child understanding, it strikes a man more dead than a great reckoning in a little room.
You can strike me dead right now.
Truly I would the gods made thee poetical.
I do not know what poetical is. Is it honest word indeed? Is it a true thing?
No, truly, for the truest poetry is the most fame.
And lovers are given to poetry.
And what they swear in poetry must be said as lovers they do fame.
Do you wish that the gods had you be poetical?
I do truly, for thou swearest to me thou art honest. Now, if thou were a poet, I might have some hope thou didst fame.
Do you then wish I was honest?
No, truly, for honesty coupled to beauty is to have honey as sauce to sugar.
That is so sweet.
A material fool.
Well, I'm not fair. But I thank the gods, therefore I am foul.
Well, praise and mine.
Truly, a castaway honesty.
Truly, and to cast away honesty upon a foul slut.
Very foul, yes indeed.
Words to put good meat into an unclean dish.
I'm not a slut, though I thank the gods I am foul.
Well, praise be the gods for thy foulness.
Say, this may come hereafter.
But be as it may be, I will marry thee. And to that end, I have been with Sir Oliver Martex, the vicar of the next village, who hath promised to meet me in this place of the forest and to couple us.
I would fain see this meeting.
Will the gods give us joy?
A man may, if he were of a fearful heart, stagger in this attempt. But what though?
Great!
Oh, here comes Sir Oliver. Sir Oliver Martex, you are well met. Will you dispatch us here under this tree, or shall we go away with you to your chapel?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, does anybody here want to get his woman?
Not me.
I will not take her on gift as any man.
Hey, truly, she got to be given, else, like, ain't gonna be illegal like the beach.
Proceed, I'll give her.
Good even, good master, what you call it. How do you, sir? You are very well met. I am very glad to see you.
Will you be married, Molly?
Has the ox his bow, the horse his curb, and the falcon her bells? So man had his desires, and his pigeon's bill, so wedlock would be nibbling?
And would you, being a man of your breeding, be married under a bush like a beggar? Get you to church and have a good priest that will tell you what marriage is. This fellow will join you together as they join Wayne Scott. And then one of you will prove a strong panel and light green timber and water.
I am not in the mind, but I were better to be married of him than another. For he is not like to marry me well. And not being well married is a good excuse for me hereafter to leave my wife.
Which cannot happen too soon.
Go thou with me. I will counsel thee.
Come, sweet Audrey, we must be married, or we must live in Audrey. Farewell, good master Oliver, not Oliver. Oh, Oliver, oh, sweet Oliver, lead me not behind the budget wind away, because I say I will not to wedding with thee.
Forget about it. This don't matter anyway.
I will weep.
Do yet have the grace to consider that tears do not become a man.
But why did he say he would come this morning and comes not?
Nay, certainly there's no truth in him.
Not true in love?
Yes, when he is in, but I think he is not in.
You have heard him swear downright he was.
Was is not is. Besides, the oath of a lover is no greater than the words of a tapster. He doth attend here in the forest on the Duke, your father.
I met the Duke yesterday and had much question with him. He asked me of what parentage I was. I told him of as good as he. And so he laughed and let me go. But what talk we of fathers when there is such a man as Orlando?
Ah, the brave man with brave verses and such brave words, must swear brave oaths and then breaks them bravely. Oh, look who comes under.
Oh, mistress and master, you have asked after the shepherd who complained of love that you saw sitting by me on the turf, praising the proud, disdainful shepherdess that was his mistress.
Yes, and what of him?
If you would see a pageant truly played, come hence a little, and I shall conduct you, if you will mark it.
Oh, come, let us remove. The sight of lovers feedeth those in love.
Sweet Phoebe, do not scorn me, do not. Phoebe, say that you love me not, but say not so when the common executioner whose heart accustomed to death makes hard falls not the axe upon the arm's neck. But first, Barbed's heart, will you sterner be than he that dies and lives by blood drops?
I would not be thy executioner. I fly thee because I would not injure thee. Thou tells me there is murder in mine eyes. 'Tis pretty sure and very probable that eyes, which are the frailest and softest things, should be called tyrants, butchers, murderers. Now I do frown on thee with all my might. And if mine eyes can hurt, now let them kill thee. Now counterfeit to swoon, why now fall down, or if thou canst, I don't for shame, lie not to say mine eyes are murderers. Now show the wound mine eyes have made in thee. Scratch thee, but with a pin there remains some scar of it. Lean, but upon a rush, the cicatrice and capable in pressure thy palms a moment keeps. But now mine eyes, which I have darted at thee, hurt thee not. Nor I am sure there is no force in eyes that can do hurt. Duh.
Oh, dear Phoebe, if ever, as that ever may be near you meet, in some fresh cheek the power of fancy, then shall you know the wounds invisible that love's keen arrows made.
But till that time, come you not near me.
And why, I pray you, who might your mother be, that you insult, exult, and all at once over the wretched? Oh, what? Though you have no beauty, as by my faith I see none in you that without candle may go dark to bed, must you therefore be so proud and pitiless? Why do you look so upon me? Oh, odds my little life, I think she means to tangle my eyes too. No, faith, hope not after it, proud mistress. 'Tis not your inky brow, or your black silk hair, or your bugle eyeballs, or your cheek of cream that can attain my spirits to your worship. You, foolish shepherd, wherefore do you follow her? Thou art 1,000 times a properer man than she, a woman. 'Tis such fools as you that makes the world full of ill-favored children. But mistress, know thyself, down on your knees, and thank the heavens fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you friendly in your ear, sell when you can, you are not for all markets. Cry the man mercy, love him, take his offer. Foul is most foul, being foul to be a scoffer. So take her to thee, shepherd, fare you well.
Youth, I pray thee, chide ear together. I'd rather hear you chide than this man woo.
Why look you so upon me?
For no ill will I bear thee.
I pray you, do not fall in love with me, for I am falser than vows made in wine. Besides, I like you not. So fare you well. Hey, shepherd, ply her hard.
Oh, dead shepherd, now I find I saw a might. Whoever loved, but loved not at first sight.
Sweet Phoebe.
Ah, what say so, Sylvia?
Sweet Phoebe, pity me.
Why, Sylvius, I am sorry for thee.
Wherever sorrow is, relief would be. If you do sorrow at my grief and love by giving love your sorrow and my grief, we're both concerned.
Thou hast my love. Is not that neighborly?
So holy and so perfect is thy love, and I still think the most quickest crop to glean the broken ears after the man that the maiden harvest reaps. Loose now and then. It's got a smile. I'll live upon that.
Knowest thou the youth that was here erewhile?
Not very well. Maybe not.
Well, think not that I love him, though I ask for him. 'Tis but a peevish boy, yet he speaks well. Yet what care I for words? But words do well when he that speaks them pleases those that hear. It is a pretty youth. Well, not very pretty, but sure he's proud. And yet his pride becomes him. He'll make a proper man. The best thing about him was his complexion, and faster than his tongue did make offense, his eye did heal it up. He's not very tall, but for his years he's tall. His leg was but so-so, oh, and yet 'tis well. Oh, there was a pretty redness in his lip, a little riper and more lusty red than that mixed in his cheek. There be some women, Sylvius, had they marked him in parcels as I have done, would come near to fall in love with him. But for my part, I love him not, nor hate him not, and yet I have more reason to hate him than to love him. For what had he to do to scorn at me? He said my eyes were black and my hair black, and now I am remembered. He was mean to me. I wonder why I answer not again. But that's all one. Omittance is no quittance. I'll write him a very taunting letter, and thou shalt bear it. Wilt thou, Sylvia?
With all my...
I'll write it straight. Go with me, Sylvia.
Good day and happiness, dear Rosalind.
How now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You, a lover? And you play me such another trick. Come in my sight no more.
My fair Rosalind, I come within an hour of my promise.
Break an hour's promise in love? He that will break a minute into 1,000 parts, and break but a part of 1,000th part of a minute in the affairs of love. It may be said of him that Cupid hath clapped him on the shoulder, but I'll warrant him heart whole.
Pardon me, dear Rosalind.
Come, woo me, woo me. For now, I will be your Rosalind in a more holiday humor and like enough to consent.
I would kiss before I spoke.
Oh, nay, you would rather speak first and then kiss. Good orators, when they are out, they will spit. And for lovers lacking, God warn us, matter, the cleanliest shift is to kiss. Am I not your Rosalind?
I take some joy to say you are, because I would be talking of her.
Well, in her person, I say I will not have you.
Then in my own person I die.
No, Faith. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all this time there was never a man died in his own person for a love cause. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my rights, Rosalind, of this mind, for I protest. Her frowns might kill me.
Oh, by this hand it will not kill a fly. But come now, I will be your Rosalind in a more coming on disposition, and ask me what you will. I will grant it.
Then love me, Rosalind.
Yes, Faith, will I. Saturdays and Sundays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
Oh, aye, and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Well, but can one have too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you must play the priest and marry us. Give me your hands, Orlando. What do you say, sister?
Pray thee, marry us.
I cannot say the words.
You must begin, will you, Orlando?
Will you, Orlando, have to wife this Rosalind?
I will.
And I do take thee for my husband. Oh, there's the girl who goes before the priest. Now tell me, how long would you have her after you have possessed her?
Forever and a day.
Say a day without the ever. No, Orlando. Men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids. But the sky changes when they are wives. I will be more jealous of thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over his hens, more clamorous than a parrot against rain, more newfangled than an ape, more giddy in my desires than a monkey. I will weep for nothing. And that's when thou art disposed to be merry. I will laugh like a hyena, and that's when thou art inclined to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
Oh, but she is wise.
You will never take her without her answer, unless you take her without her tongue.
I swear to thee, Muse, I cannot be with thee for these 2 hours.
Oh, alas, my love, I cannot lack thee 2 hours.
I must attend that Duke by dinner. By 2 o'clock, I will be with thee again.
Aye, go your ways, go your ways. My friends told me what you had proven. I thought no less. 2 o'clock is your hour?
With no less religion than if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. So, adieu.
Thou have simply misused our sex in your little love crate.
Oh, cuz, a pretty little cuz. If thou didst know how many fathom deep I am in love, I'll go find a shadow and sigh until he comes.
Oh, and I'll sleep.
Oh, wait.
How sing now? Is it not past 2 o'clock? And here, much Orlando.
Oh, look, who comes here?
I air this to you, Fairy. Gentle Phoebe did bid me give you this. I know not the contents. As I guess, it bears the name Lieutenant. Pardon me, I am a useless messenger.
She says I am not fair, that she could not love me, that I lack manners, and that I am too proud. Why writes she so to me? Well, shepherd, well, this is a letter of your own device.
No. I protest. I know not the contents. Feeny did right.
Come, you are a fool. This is a man's invention in his hand.
Sure, it's hers.
Will you hear the letter?
If it pardons you, yes.
Mark how the tyrant writes. Art thou God to shepherd turned, that a maiden's heart hath burned? Can a woman rail thus?
Call you this railing?
He that brings this love to thee, little knows this love in me, and by him seal up thy mind, whether that thy youth and kind will the faithful offer take of me, and all that I can make, or else by him my love deny, and then I'll study how to die.
Call you this chiding?
Alas, poor shepherd.
Do you pity him? No, he deserves no pity. Wilt thou love such a woman? Well, go thy ways to her, for I see that love hath made thee a tame snake. And say this to her, that if she love me, I charge her to love thee. Now, if you be a true lover, hence, and not a word, for here comes more company.
Good morrow, fair one. Pray you, if you know, where the purlieus of this forest stands, a sheepcote fenced about with olive trees.
West of this place, down by the neighbor bottom, and the rank of osiers by the murmuring stream, left on your right hand, brings you to the place. But at this hour, the house does keep itself, for there's none within.
That and I may profit by a tongue. Then should I know you by description. Are not you the owner of the house I did inquire for?
Oh, it is no boast being asked. To say we are.
Orlando doth commend him to you both. And to that youth he calls his Rosalind, he sends this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am. What must we understand by this?
Some of my shame, if you will know of me. What man I am, and how, and why, and where this handkerchief was stained.
I pray you tell it.
When last the young Orlando parted, he left a promise to return again. Within an hour, but pacing through the forest, lo, what befell. Under an oak whose boughs were mossed with age, a wretched, ragged man lay sleeping on his back. About his neck, a green and gilded snake had wreathed itself. But suddenly, seeing Orlando, it unlinked itself and did slip away into a bush, under which bush's shade a lioness lay, head on ground with cat-like watch. This seen, Orlando did approach the man, and found it was his brother, his elder brother.
I have heard him speak of that same brother. He did render him the most unnaturalest that did live among men.
And well he might so do, for well I know he was unnatural.
But to Orlando, did he leave him there food to the hungry lioness?
Twice did he turn his back and propose so. But kindness, nobler ever than revenge, and nature stronger than his just occasion, made him give battle to the lioness, who quickly fled before him, in which hurtling from miserable slumber, I awaked.
Are you his brother?
Was you he rescued?
Was it you that did so oft contrive to kill him?
'Twas I, but 'tis not I. I do not shame to tell you what I was, since my conversion so sweetly tastes, being the thing I am.
But for the bloody napkin.
By and by, in brief, he led me to the gentle Duke, who gave me fresh array and entertainment, committing me unto my brother's love. There stripped himself, and here upon his arm, the lioness had torn some flesh away, which all this while had bled. And now he fainted, and cried in fainting, upon Rosalind. Brief, I recovered him, bound up his wound, and after some small space, being strong at heart, he sent me hither to tell this story that you might excuse his broken promise, and to give this napkin, dyed in his blood, unto the shepherd youth, who he in sport doth call his Rosalind.
Oh no! Sweet Ganymede! Cousin Ganymede!
Many will swoon when they do look on blood.
No, there's more in it than that. Come on, sweet Ganymede!
Look, he recovers.
I would I were at home.
Whoa, we'll take you thither. Come on, sweet Ganymede. Sir, will you take him by the arm?
Be of good cheer, you. You, a man? Whack a man's heart.
So I do, I confess it. Sirrah, a body would think this was well counterfeited. I pray you, tell your brother how well I feigned to counterfeit to swoon. Hey-ho.
This was not counterfeit. This was a passion of earnest.
Counterfeit, I assure you.
Well, then take a good heart and counterfeit to be a man.
So I do. But, faith, I should have been a woman by rights.
You look paler and paler. We will take you home. Good sir, go with us.
That will I. If I must bear answer back, how you excuse my brother, Rosalind.
I pray you, commend my counterfeiting to him.
We shall find a time, Audrey.
I hope not.
Patience, gentle Audrey.
Faith, the priest was good enough for all the old gentleman's sayings.
A most wicked Sir Oliver, Audrey, a most vile Martex.
Wicked vow.
But Audrey, there is a youth here in the forest lays claim to you.
Tis I know who come. Here's the man.
It is meat and drink for me to see a clown.
We that have good wits have much to answer for.
Good evening, Audrey. Good evening. Well, I am.
Good evening to you, sir. Good evening to you, sir.
Good even, gentle friend. Good even, fool. Cover thy head, nay, be covered. How old are you, friend?
25, sir. A ripe age.
Is thy name William?
Willem, sir. A fair name.
Was born in the forest here?
Aye, sir. Thank God. Thank God. Good answer.
Art rich?
Thanks, sir. So-so. So-so is good.
Very excellent good.
But yet it is not, it is what? So-so.
Art thou wise?
Aye, sir. I have a pretty wit.
Why, thou sayest well.
I do now remember a saying. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool!
Do you love this maid?
I do.
Give me your hand. Art thou learned?
No. Learn this of me.
To have is to have, for it is a figure in rhetoric that drink, being poured out of a cup into a glass, by filling the one doth empty the other. Now all your writers do consent that it say is he, for you are not it say, for I am he.
Which he, sir?
He, sir, that must marry this woman, therefore you can't abandon! Which is in the vulgar league, the society in which the boorish is company. Of this female, which is in the common, is woman. Which together is abandon the society of this female, or clown thou perishest. Or to thy better understanding diet. Or to wit I kill thee. Make thee a way to translate thy life into death. Thy liberty into bondage. I will be and poison with thee. Good. I'll never get more and faster out of ore and steel. I will overrun thee with policy. I will kill thee 150 ways. 1, 2, 3. Therefore tremble and depart. Depart.
Do good, William.
God rest you merry, sir.
Art
on so little acquaintance, you should like her. That's but seem. You should love her, and loving woo. And wooing she should grant, and will you persevere to enjoy her?
Neither question the giddiness of it, the poverty of her, the small acquaintance, my sudden wooing, nor her sudden consenting. But say with me, I love Aliena. Say with her that she loves me. Consent with both, that we may enjoy each other. Oh, it shall be to your good. From my father's house, and all the revenue that was old Sir Rowland's, will I estate upon you, and here live and die a shepherd.
You have my consent. Let your wedding be tomorrow. Thither will I invite the Duke and all his contented followers. Go you and prepare Aliena. For, look you, here comes my Rosalind.
God save you, brother.
And you, fair sister?
Oh, my dear. Orlando, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scarf.
It is my arm.
I thought it was thy heart that had been wounded with the claws of a lion.
Wounded it is, but with the eyes of a lady.
Did your brother tell you how I counterfeited to swoon when he showed me your bloody handkerchief?
Hey, and greater wonders than that.
Oh, I know where you are. Nay, 'tis true, there is never anything so sudden. For your brother and my sister no sooner met, but they looked. No sooner looked, but they loved. No sooner loved, but they sighed. No sooner sighed, but they asked one another the reason. No sooner knew the reason, but they sought the remedy. And in these degrees have they made a pair of stairs to marriage, which they will climb. They are in the very wrath of love, and they will together. Clubs cannot part them.
They shall be married tomorrow. But oh, how bitter a thing it is to look into happiness through another man's eyes. So much the more shall I, tomorrow, be at the heights of heart's heaviness.
Why then, tomorrow not I play your part for Rosalind?
I can live no longer by thinking.
I will weary you then no longer with idle talk. Believe then, if you can, that I can do strange things. I have, since I was 3 years old, conversed with a magician, most profound in his art. If you do love Rosalind so near the heart as your gesture cries it out, tomorrow, when your brother marries Aliena, so shall you marry her.
Speakest thou in so meaning?
By my life I do. Therefore put you in your best array and bid your friends, for tomorrow you will be married if you shall, and to Rosalind if you will. Oh, look, here comes a lover of mine and a lover of hers.
You have done me much ungentleness to show the letter which I writ to you.
I care not if I have. You are there followed by a most faithful shepherd. Love him. Worship him. He adores you.
Oh, shepherd, tell this youth what 'tis to love.
It's all to be made of sighs and tears, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is all to be made of faith and service, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is all to be made of fantasy, all made of passion, all made of wishes, all aberration, all duty, all observance, all humbleness, all patience and patience, all purity, all trial, all observance. And so am I for Phoebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
And so am I for Rosalind.
And so am I for no woman.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame me, you, to love you?
Who do you speak to? Why blame you me to love you?
To her that is not here, nor does not here.
Pray you, no more of this. 'Tis like the howling of Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. Tomorrow, meet me all together. If I will marry you, if ever I marry woman, and I'll be married tomorrow. I will satisfy you if ever I satisfied man, and you shall be married tomorrow. I will content you if what pleases you contents you, and you shall be married tomorrow. As you love Rosalind, meet, and as you love Phoebe, meet, and as I love no woman, I'll meet. So fare you well, I have left you all commands.
If I live, I shall not fail.
Nor I!
Nor I!
Tomorrow is the joyful day, Audrey. Tomorrow you will be married.
I do desire with all my heart, and I hope it is no dishonest desire to desire to be a real woman of the world. Oh, look, here come some of the Duke's banished men.
Well met, honored gentlemen. By my troth, well met. Come, sit, and let's talk.
Hi, Audrey.
It was a lover at his last with the hay and the hoe and the hay not to know.
The green cornfield did pass. The springtime.
You always pretty tall.
When birds do sing, hey, ding-a-ding-ding, sweet lovers love the spring.
Between the acres and the rye,
With the hay and the hoe and the hay not to know.
In the springtime.
You always pretty tall.
When birds do sing, hey, ring-a-ding-ding, sweet lovers love the spring.
Truly, young gentlemen, though there was no great matter in the ditty.
You are deceived, sir. We kept our time. We lost not our time.
By my troth, yes.
I counted the time lost to hear such a foolish song.
God be with you.
And God mend your voices.
Come, Audrey.
Dost thou believe, Orlando, that this boy can do all that he hath promised?
I sometimes do believe and sometimes do not. As those that fear they hope and know they fear.
Patience, once more, whilst our compact is urged. You say, if I bring in your Rosalind, you will bestow her on young Orlando here.
That would I, and I kingdoms to give with her.
You say, you will have her when I bring her.
That would I, were I of all kingdoms king.
You say you will marry me if I be willing.
That will I? Should I die the hour after?
But if you should refuse me, you will give yourself to this most faithful shepherd.
Well, so is the bargain.
You will have Phoebe if she will.
To have her in death, both will be.
Well, then from hence I go to make these doubts all even.
I do remember in this shepherd boy some lively touches of my daughter's favor.
My lord, the first time that I ever saw him, methought he was a brother to your daughter. But, my good lord, this young boy is forest born and hath been tutored in the rudiments of many desperate studies by his uncle. whom he reports to be a great magician.
There is sure another flood towards, and these couples are coming to the ark. Here comes a pair of very strange beasts, which in all tongues are called fools!
Salutations! And greetings to all!
Good, my lord, bid them welcome. These are the motley-minded gentlemen that I have so often met in the forest. They have been courteous, they swear!
And if any man doubt that, let him put us to our purgation.
I have trod a measure.
I have flattered the lady.
I have been politic with friends.
Smooth with mine enemy.
I have undone 3 tellers.
I have been in 4 quarrels.
I have like to have fought 1.
And how was that taken up?
Faith we met and found the quarrel was upon the 7th cause.
How 7th cause? Good, my lord, like these fellows?
I like them very well. God bless you, sir.
We present here, sir, amongst the rest of the country copulants to swear.
And to forswear.
According as marriage binds.
And blood breaks.
A poor virgin, sir.
An ill-favored thing, sir.
But mine own, sir, a poor humor of mine, to take that which no man else will. Rich honesty dwells like a miser, sir, in a poor house.
Of pearls and a foul oyster.
By my word, they are very swift and sententious.
But for 7th cause, how did you find quarrel on the 7th cause?
Upon the lie 7 times removed.
That's good, sir.
I did dislike the cut of a certain courtier's beard.
He sent me word. If I said his beard was not well cut,
he was in the mind it was.
This is called the return curtain.
Oh, if I sent him word again,
it was not well cut.
He would send me word he cut it to please himself.
This is called the quick marches.
If again,
it was not well cut.
He disabled my judgment.
This is called the reply truth.
If again,
it was not well cut.
He would answer, I spake not true.
This is called the reproof valid.
If again,
it was not well cut.
He would say I lied.
This is called the counter-check quarrelsome.
Come down.
All right, Faith.
And so to the lie circumstantial.
And the lie direct.
And how often did you say his beard was not well cut?
We durst go no further than the lie circumstantial.
And he durst not give me the lie direct.
So we measured swords.
And
Can you nominate in order now the degrees of the lie?
Oh, sir, we will name you the degrees. The first.
The return curtain.
The second.
The quick marches.
The third.
The reply trellis.
The fourth.
The reproof valid.
The fifth.
The counter-check quarrelsome.
The sixth.
The counter-check quarrelsome.
The seventh.
The lie direct.
And all these you may avoid with the lie direct. And you may avoid that too with an if. If you said so, then I said so. Your if is your only peacemaker.
Much virtue in if.
Oh, not these rare fellows, my lord.
And yet fools. Fools!
To you, I give myself, for I am yours. To you, I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth in sight, you are my daughter.
If there be truth in sight, you are my Rosalind.
If sight and shape be true, why then, my love, adieu.
I'll have no father if you be not he, nor have no husband if you be not he, nor ne'er wed woman if you be not she.
Here are 8 that must take hands to join in marriage bands. You and you, no cross shall part. You and you are heart to heart. And you to his love must accord, or have a woman to your lord. And you are sure together as winter to foul weather. My dear Cecilia, welcome thou art to me, and welcome, daughter, in no less degree.
I will not eat my word. Now thou art mine. My fancy to thee doth confine.
Let me have audience for a word or two. I am the second son of old Sir Roland. That bring these tidings to this fair assembly. Duke Frederick, hearing how that every day men of great worth resorted to this force, amassed a mighty power, purposely to take his brother here and put him to the sword. And to the skirts of this wild wood he came, were meeting with an old religious man. After some questions with him, was converted, both from his enterprise and from the world. His crown bequeathing to his banished brother, and all their lands restored to them again that was with them exiled. This to be true, I do engage my life.
Welcome, young man. Thou offerest fairly to thy brother's wedding. To one, his land withheld. To the other, a potent dukedom, a land itself at large. First, in this force, let us do those ends that here were well begun and well begot. And after, each of this happy number that have endured shrewd days and nights with us shall share the good of our returned fortune. Meanwhile, forget this new fallen dignity and fall into our rustic revelry. Bride and bridegrooms all, with measures heaped in joy to the measures fall.
Sir, by your patience, if I heard you rightly, the Duke hath put on a religious life and thrown into neglect the pompous court.
He hath.
To him will I. There is much matters to be heard and learned, so to your pleasures I am for other than for dancing measures.
Stay, stay.
To see no pastime I, what would you have? I'll stay to know at your abandoned cave.
Oh, proceed, proceed. I will never get these rights, as I'm sure they're about to end in true delights.